Since I met you, Christina, we've been through all the extremes.
That's how I like things. Extreme.
Yep, I'm gonna hate. Hello and welcome to the second of David Tennant's farewell parade of death. I mean, the specials. I hate the specials, bar one. Waters of Mars was okay, really fucked me off at times, but it was mostly okay. The rest of them, well, I'd happily burn every single copy while listening to the cries of children who loved them, just to bring back one episode of Fury from the Deep, the lost Patrick Troughton serial. Does that make me a bad person? This one's called Planet of the Dead. Amazingly, that means there's a planet, and there are dead. Wow, that's about as literal as a title can get. Twat literal this, they're gonna have to call one. The doctor turns up and does shit. And yeah, the theme's part of the title. So we're in London, again. Listen, I like the London of today. I enjoy going to the London of today. It's big, it's got interesting stuff, and some of my favourite people in the world live there. And now. But the doctor can go anywhere, anywhen. Why does he keep coming back to the London of today? If I had a TARDIS, I'd say, my friends in London of today, no, I am not coming to visit you. I'm off to seduce Hippolyta, the last curator of the Library of Alexandria, then to chuck rocks at an alien king, and finally, I think, steal as many first edition William Shakespeare plays as I can. Why? Because it will be fun. So yeah, London. Somewhere called the International Gallery, which doesn't actually exist. I've not checked that it doesn't exist, but a museum that big in London, I'd have heard of it. Yeah, I'm being arrogant right now, but I spent about a fifth of 2010 in London, and in that time, I did most of the interesting shit. That museum doesn't exist. So inside the gallery, we have 4 armed guards defending a Saxon goblet. Couple of points. 1, armed guards in a fucking museum? Most police officers in the UK don't even carry guns. 2. 4 armed guards for a 9th century golden Saxon goblet. Historical items in museums tend to be worth money because of either the creator of said item or the materials they're made from. A golden piece of Saxon stuff is not going to be worth that much more than a similar amount of gold in another form. So why are there 4 armed guards? 3. They're in the International Gallery, a name that suggests paintings, many of which would be worth a fuckload more than a golden cup. And of course, the lasers. How much did that fucking cost? Maybe if you spent the cash on a burglar alarm that noticed when, oh, I don't know, someone, who I shall call Retardo Catwoman, opened the roof, you wouldn't need to buy fucking lasers. And the cup is important enough to warrant its own guard battalion and laser defences. But not a glass case, which would stop people knocking it off its pedestal during the day. It's this fucking museum run by chimps, or worse, Bone Kickers fans. Now, everyone who expects a Mission Impossible reference here, fuck you all! This is what this reminds me of.
Oh, they're out there, Proctor. I feel it. Any minute now they will attack this truck, our men will move in, and I will personally put an end to the Wilson Heights gang.
And yet Planet of the Dead somehow makes Police Academy 6, City Under Siege, look like a piece of high art. And now she's running across the museum floor. A couple of seconds ago she was on the fucking roof of a dome on top of the building, and now she's inside on the floor. Unless the dome was actually inside the museum and the top of it was accessible from the first floor, which just seems really fucking dangerous. Hey mommy, look what I can do! Whee! And yes, tear your mask off before you get out of the fucking place that you're robbing so the cameras can get a nice good look at your pretty fucking face. And since she runs right out of the door and onto the street, that shows that my theory about the dome being inside is wrong. She was on the roof, climbed down into the main museum just to give her identity away and to walk dramatically out onto the street.
Sorry, lover.
Oh wow, they just ignore retardo Catwoman and instead arrest someone for the crime of being in a car near to the museum. Yep, he's the getaway car driver or some crap, but still. And how the fuck did the police get there so fast? So she joins a crowd surrounded by cops and civilians and makes herself look incredibly conspicuous by looking guilty as fuck, and then decides to escape by jumping on a massive, slow bus which has its route clearly visible on the front and its number clearly visible on the back, and then sits by the fucking window where the police can get a good look at her. 1. Why, if the police are already there, is there no police cordon set up to stop traffic? And 2. If the police aren't already there, then why are the police already there? And oh yeah, the doctor's there.
Hello, I'm the doctor. Happy Easter.
Oh, fuck you, David Tennant. So then, and only then, did the police set up a traffic cordon and notice that she's on the bus when an officer notices her through the window. So they already know who she is. Okay, she's famous already. So why are they trying to arrest her in the act? You knew she was going to rob that place. You plainly have inside information onto her whereabouts. Why not just arrest her at her house? So the police called to set up roadblocks and other things that they really should have set up by now, when they could just call the bus company and ask them nicely, pretty please stop the bus. I'm pretty sure that the buses in London have radios to communicate with head office. So they get into a tunnel and go through a wormhole. Now, London tunnels are very fucking busy indeed, and that was not very fucking late, but yet both sides of the tunnel are blocked by police and no one else goes through the wormhole. So as far as I can tell, the police managed to stop all traffic going into the tunnel except for the massive, slow-moving bus that they could have just stopped by contacting head office. And they end up in Dubai, which is far worse than an alien planet. No, actually, it's an alien planet being played by Dubai. Fucking Dubai. The BBC, which prides itself in at least being fundamentally decent, decided to spend a fuckload of the British people's money, and I don't have time to explain how the BBC is funded, but it is literally the British people's money, to go and shoot in Dubai. A country built on near slavery where you can be jailed and tortured or worse for being gay. Russell T Davies himself, who is very, very gay, did not go on the location shoot. According to the book they wrote, it was because he was busy writing at the time, but he couldn't have done that in a room in the nice hotel in the beautiful country where he could have been tortured for being gay? Oh yeah, he's gay, and he doesn't have the courage of his Dubai-loving convictions. Let me put it this way, I have serious problems with them filming there. I feel like it's filming in apartheid South Africa or North Korea or Myanmar. Dubai is one of the worst fucking countries in the world at the moment, and I don't care how fucking pretty the desert shots they got are. And what do you know, it looks like they filmed it on a small piece of sand and did the rest in bad CGI. Wow! What the fuck were you giving the British people's money to these tyrannical motherfuckers for again? An effect you couldn't get with computers? Well, you succeeded. You succeeded in making it look less like a desert planet than the classic Doctor Who serial Survival back in 1989. Congratulations! Okay, perhaps I'm being over the top. Maybe. But this really does look pathetic, and the fact that they gave the British people's money to that fucked up regime in order to get these pathetic shots really annoys me. So the Doctor has special glasses that can become sunglasses. I'd be impressed, but my brother's girlfriend has those too. So the Doctor gives out information and the bus driver decides to run to his death. Of course he was going to be an idiot. He had a beard. Now in the story, the bus being damaged was because of the wormhole which killed the guy. Apparently people get skeletonized, but people in buses are okay, and buses only get lightly damaged. Work that out.
Rather like a Faraday cage.
Oh yes, the massive amounts of energy needed to skeletonize someone is sent into the bus, damaging it and leaving everyone okay. When the amount of energy needed to skeletonize someone would probably cause more fucking damage than that to a bus. And if that's all the damage done, then at least some of the energy should have gone into the people and horribly burned them, which probably would have improved this episode's entertainment value. So Retardo Catwoman takes over and makes everyone give out their names. Oh, hey, it's Tealeaf from Psychoville. I'm guessing you're a lot less entertaining when you're not searching for cuddly toys for a mental blind man.
I'm Barkley.
And my guess would be right. And something just struck me. Well, it didn't. I've been wondering about this for a while, but now is as good a time as any to bring it up. Why is it that in New Who, most people are either black or white? There's a fuckload of other ethnic groups in the UK. Would it kill you to have some Asians, Middle Easterners, or others? Old Who was most definitely too white, but New Who frequently seems to be too black and white. So the old woman is psychic and cries about the dead calling to her.
She's got a gift.
Ever since she was a little girl, she can just tell things.
I can remember when I was a little boy. My grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining.
How that works, I'm not too sure because they're, well, dead. Even if you are psychic and can communicate with people through your mind, you sorta need the other person to be alive. Now, humans are naturally a bit psychic in the Doctor Who universe. I'm not sure, but I don't think that was a Russell T Davies invention, but it still fucking annoys me. Psychic paper was a fine invention because Time Lords are meant to be slightly telepathic, but humans are not.
Very good. Low-level psychic ability, exacerbated by an alien sun?
Apparently humans don't just have a species-wide psychic potential, but that power can be awakened or made stronger by being close to certain alien suns. Insert Superman reference here. So the woman says that death is coming to get them because the people on the bus need to break down and become emotional. Because everyone knows that being sent through a wormhole to an alien planet on the other side of the universe and watching a man vaporize is not quite enough by itself to make people freak out. This gives the Doctor a chance to do another human beings are incredible speech, the sort of thing that was memorable in the classic series because the Doctor only did them once or twice a decade.
Homo sapiens. What an inventive, invincible species. It's only a few million years since they crawled up out of the mud and learned to walk.
Russell T Davies loved this scene from Ark in Space so much he decided to try and replicate it. Again, and again, and again, and again. Back in London, Unit turn up, still not featuring the Brigadier. It's sad that the most popular recurring character in the classic series has only managed to turn up in New Who's kids show spin-off The Sarah Jane Adventures and not in New Who itself. So Retardo Catwoman gives out an axe and a spade to the guys to help them get the bus working again, and I'm wondering what the fuck she was going to use a spade for in a museum heist. And then she walks off with the Doctor and is watched by Dr. Claw.
You won't stop me this time.
In the distance, they spot an evil storm approaching and rush back to the bus where the Doctor contacts Unit. So the Doctor phones Unit and gets passed through to their current scientific advisor. The Doctor used to be their scientific advisor, and now they have comedy Welsh accented Lee Evans. How the mighty position has fallen.
Hello, Doctor?
Remember earlier when I stated my hatred for Retardo Catwoman? Well, I hate him too. So, using made-up science and the odd Quatermass reference, they work out that Lee Evans can measure the wormhole. The Doctor and Retardo Catwoman go off into the desert again, for some reason, and come face to face with a wingless fly in a flight suit. I'll bet some of you thought I was kidding when I commented on New Who aliens looking like random animals, weren't you? And check this out. The giant fly, with giant fly hands, isn't just in a flight suit, but a flight suit complete with zips. Zips that giant fly hands couldn't hope to use. Costume department, you couldn't have done anything to the costume. Oh, I understand, creators. You had to blow the money on getting a bus to your favourite slavery-loving vacation spot, so there wasn't any money to waste on a costume that made sense.
There's something new.
And because it's the first time the audience has ever seen the alien properly, the psychic is only now allowed to know it exists. He was within walking distance and she can detect death approaching from across the planet, and yet she never knew the alien was there because they needed to keep the dramatic fucking tension. So the Doctor and Retardo Catwoman have been captured by the giant flies with their giant fly hands that can't possibly use their giant fly zippers, and have been taken to their crashed ship. They blame them for the crash.
Committed an act of violence against the Tritable race. Tritables, they're called. Tritables. You came here in the 200 to destroy us.
And apparently the giant flies can read the number of the bus, even though there's literally no reason for them to be able to do so. They explain that they can understand human speech thanks to these little patches that they're wearing, but they only put them on once they brought the Doctor and Retardo Catwoman to their crashed ship. So that doesn't explain how they know that the bus is the number 200 before they put the patch on, or how a patch is supposed to help you read alien numbers from across the universe. So within seconds, the Doctor convinces them that they had nothing to do with the crash, and he's able to use their ship to send out a probe and check about the rest of the planet. It turns out that until recently it was a beautiful place with a population of 100 billion, and the giant flies came to trade with them for their shit. Literally.
My waste matter, you mean?
They feed off what others leave behind.
from their behind.
So when the giant flies had arrived, the whole planet, oceans, buildings and people had become sand. Why they didn't have scanners to work this out before they arrived, I have no idea.
The city, the oceans, the mountains, the wildlife, and 100 billion people turned to sand. All those voices in Carmen's head. She's hearing them die.
I've got sand in my hair. That's dead people. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh.
Oh, fuck off. So that's the dead in the planet of the dead. The sand is people. Insert Charlton Heston reference here. So back on Earth, they found out that the wormhole is now 5 miles tall, but strangely just the same width, and I have to be sorry for the poor sod who travels through it about 30 meters up and ends up in the concrete over the tunnel. I also have to wonder, given that the tunnel appeared to be one of those ones that goes under the Thames, why is there no water coming through the wormhole on the Planet of the Dead side? And why aren't random bird skeletons falling out of the sky above the bus? So back at the bus, sadly not flooded from the Thames or being hit by bird bones, they have the bus ready to take them back. But it's now out of petrol, which I frankly find a little bit unlikely. How much petrol can you waste trying to get a bus started? And then they find out that the probe made it to the storm, which is actually a massive swarm of flying steel manta rays that eat anything, shit out sand, and have created the wormhole to Earth, meaning that they can't just create wormholes that go across the universe, but they also know how to aim them.
No, that's bonkers.
So it's admittedly bonkers, and the Doctor gives Retardo Catwoman a communicator which he found on the giant fly's ship, and works perfectly with her ear and looks like a Bluetooth. So the swarm are approaching fast, and as they approach, the wormhole is getting bigger. They're 100 miles away and they'll be there within 20 minutes. So what do I take from this? Just that if you fly at 300 miles per hour, then you could rip a hole in reality and create a wormhole. I hope no one tells pilots. So yeah, within 20 minutes they'll be at the bus in the wormhole. Time for a patented Russell T Davies era everything gets fixed in no time sequence. The giant fly's engine uses anti-gravity stuff, so Retardo Catwoman uses her jumping thing from the start to go get it. But some manta rays are inside and kill the giant flies off, so they don't need to be explained to anyone back home, and the episode gets 2 more deaths without having to develop additional characters, so everyone wins. The Doctor and Retardo Catwoman manage to outrun the manta rays, even though they go fast enough to rip holes in space-time. They attach the anti-gravity things to the bus's wheels and the steering wheel, but the bus and the gravity things aren't compatible, so they need gold for some reason.
Oh, it's not compatible. Bus, spaceship, spaceship, bus. I need to weld the 2 systems together.
And how did you do that?
Gold.
Oh, no, you don't.
Christina, what is it worth now? Hey, use this. I said gold. It is gold. Oh, I saw you coming.
Promise me you'll be careful.
I promise.
So they use the golden cup, because alien tech plus bus plus gold apparently works, and even though there's no petrol, it makes the bus work again, and fly, and turn into CGI, and how the fuck do you work up and down in a bus anyway? Answers on a postcard to the BBC.
Round we go!
So the Doctor takes a look in the rearview mirror just to make sure that the little old lady wasn't lying or something before flying forward at quite a height and ending up back in London close to the road, because having them emerge from the wormhole encased in the tunnel ceiling or in the Thames might put a dampener on the kids watching this as Easter. So even though the manta rays are only a few seconds behind them, the Doctor doesn't phone to tell Unit to tell Lee Evans to close the wormhole, because Lee Evans worked out how to do that somehow and has spent the last few minutes with a gun against his head for refusing to close it until the Doctor got through. In the end, a soldier who saw the bus had to run to where Lee Evans was to tell him about it. Hundreds of manta rays should have got through the wormhole in that time, but apparently the manta rays don't move unless you look at them. Oh, 3 rebellious ones decided to move while not being watched. The scamps. Again, hundreds of them should have got through by now. And only now does the Doctor tell him to close the wormhole. Which he does. The doctor could have stopped the bus right outside the tunnel and told him immediately, but the script needed to get those whimsical shots of the bus flying and 3 manta rays fighting unit. None of whom die because having lots of aliens killing fuckloads of unit personnel apparently went out of fashion after the Pertwee era. I'd bitch about the weaponry getting through the manta ray's metal skin, but units had 40 years to work on weaponry that can get through Daleks and Tara and Ogron and a fuckload of other types of aliens' armour. So the bus lands and Retardo Catwoman gets arrested, but the doctor releases her, because someone who steals priceless artifacts purely for shits and giggles...
No. You're short of cash, you're on the bank. Stealing this, that's a lifestyle.
...is the sort of person who should be allowed to escape justice. She was famous before she stole that cup, so exactly how much shit has she stolen? She also happily let her getaway car driver go down. Who cares about him? What sort of a message is this sending? Remember, kids, stealing shit because you're bored and allowing your partner to go down for it like a coward is okay, as long as you're ready to help the doctor out in a substandard adventure. Marvellous work. And because Russell T Davies insists on having recurring motifs because he thinks that's a story arc, we then have the psychic lady warning the doctor about the shit that'll happen in the end of time. The only special that's worse than this one. Why haven't I attacked that one yet? Simple, I'm not doing multi-parters. Yet. So Retardo Catwoman flies off in the bus and everyone thinks it's whimsical and wonderful because a 9-ton vehicle being flown around the skies of a massive city by someone who most likely doesn't know how to drive a bus or fly anything can't possibly go wrong. Hopefully she'll get shot down by the Air Force for terrorism or something. I fucking hate this. It's not as bad as some, but it's just awful. Especially the science, the logic, the characters. The everything that's not covered by the everything. This is crap!